Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? I need to trim my beard. My beard is like really long. It's like starting to grow out like this. I'll do that tomorrow. It is really late, you guys. It is 4:51 a.m. and I don't know how long I'm gonna vlog because it's so late, but because I need to get some sleep because we are having lunch with my dad and my stepmom tomorrow at 1 p.m. So I need to get a little bit of sleep. Well, I went to bed early tonight. Alex and I went out to dinner with Melissa and Jason. We went to this new Mexican restaurant. It used to be Cancun, which is like this just kind of, I don't know what you call it, like a strip mall Mexican restaurant. Why do Mexican restaurants always have the best Coke? They have the best Coca-Cola in the world, you know? But they do. Anyway, and I'm not like just like a regular Coke drinker, but for some reason, at Mexican restaurants, they always taste so good. They're always like really carbonated, and I don't know, maybe it's the mix with like the salsa and the chips and stuff, but. So we went to this new Mexican restaurant tonight called Texas Margarita, I think it was called. Anyway, it was okay. I mean, in all honesty, the queso was great, but it was kind of subpar. I don't really know how you mess up queso, but it was just kind of subpar, but we still had a good time. We had a great time, and we're real excited. We're doing like 2 couples trips in the next couple months. We're doing Miami with them for Ultra, and then we're doing Las Vegas, because Melissa and Jason are going to be out there for Melissa's birthday, and they're going to see Lady Gaga again, and then we're going out there because Alex is going to go to EDC. I think I'm going to go one day to EDC. I'm not really sure which day I'm going to go yet, but I think the other days I'm just going to kind of hang out there. So we're going to be there at the same time and staying, you know, hanging out at the pool and eating dinner together and stuff. That'll be really fun. And we both love Las Vegas. They go out there a lot and we go out there a lot, but neither one of us have been out there together. So I'm really excited about us going out there together. Not to mention, like, we travel really well as, like, couples, the 4 of us. We're both kind of just, like, laid back, and whoever makes it out to the pool first, you know, like, gets the seats for all of us and stuff, so it'll be fun. Yeah, let's see. What did I do today? What is today? I've kind of forgotten what day it is. It's Friday. Friday. What did I do today? Oh, well, I'm on my way right now to get, I was going to get a Diet Coke, but I think I'm going to get a Dr. Pepper. I have my money already, so I hope McDonald's is open tonight. I have my $1.11 right here. I think that's what it is. I got up today and I went and got my coffee. Here's my cup right here. And then I had a bunch of errands I had to run today, so I went and I ran a bunch of errands and did all that kind of stuff. And I just had to run all over the place. I kind of am like, it seems so long ago that I got up. I'm like, what did I do? Now I can't remember it. Well, Alex got home early today because he had like this holiday luncheon or holiday, like their holiday party for one of the places that he works, that he, like they had a holiday luncheon in the afternoon, and so they went out to lunch and then he came home after that. So he got home early and he just kind of relaxed in bed, and he said he was watching, he's like really into TikTok all of a sudden. So he's like, what is on my shirt? I've had like crap on my shirt all day long. He's like really into the TikToks, so he's like watching TikToks constantly and sending them to me, and just like, he's like, I was trying to film videos and he was like laying in bed like with his headphones on watching these TikToks, and he's like laughing to himself. But anyway, so he was doing that, and he just kind of like took a nap and relaxed and stuff while I was filming some videos. I filmed a drama video, and then I filmed a review video. I don't know who sent these to me, but I got them from the post office. I'll show them in a vlog. Oh my God, you guys, the other day, this is so funny. I did one of my vlogs I called huge PR unboxing. That was totally unintentional, you guys. Somebody commented and said, I think you mean fan unboxing, not PR unboxing, and I totally did. I don't know why I called it that, but that was so funny when I saw that comment, because I was reading through all the comments. But somebody sent me this huge lip balm set from Beekman 1802. It is extremely cool. You can go watch my review video, but I gave it a 5 out of 5. I think it's really, really cool. It's really nice. And it was expensive too. And I have no idea who sent it to me. So, if you send it to me, will you please let me know? I'd like to give you a proper thanks. I was gonna say you guys. Well, I'll just thank all of you. But whoever sent it to me, I'd like to give a proper thanks to. So please let me know. Let's see if they're open. Do you think they're open? They're never open when I come through here. Hello? Hello? How is this McDonald's always closed? They're open 24 hours and yet they are always closed. All the lights are on inside. I'm gonna pull up here and see if there's people in there working. Yeah, there's 2 women standing right there. Whatever, I'll go to the other McDonald's. And then oh, that air kind of feels good. It is currently 35 degrees, but we're maybe supposed to get some snow on Sunday. I wish we would. It rained earlier, it's all wet outside. But then I just got ready real quick, and then we went out to dinner, and then when we came back from dinner, we were there a long time, and we kind of like hung out with the dogs in bed and stuff like that. And then Alex and I went to bed. I mean, because I was like, I cannot believe we're going to bed so early on a Friday night. Like, this is how boring we become. And we went to bed and it was like 11 o'clock. It was like right at 11 o'clock. And he was like, well, I'm tired. I've been up all day long, because he got up this morning at like 6:30, 7. So we went to bed, and then I slept until like 4:15 or 4:20, something like that. And yeah, and then I came out here to start vlogging. I was listening to some Christmas music and stuff first, and that's about my life. And tomorrow I don't have a whole lot. I don't know if Alex has plans tomorrow night or not. I don't remember what he said. I thought he was gonna go out like one night this weekend, but tonight he said something about Sarah wanting him to come over, but he said he was tired, so he was like, I think I'm just gonna kind of, hang out at home. And that's when we went upstairs and went to bed. The dogs were so sweet tonight. And it's like, what is that ringing in the background? And it's my volume is on. Hold on a second. Winter Wonderland by Roger Williams. Talked to Tanya stopped by the kennel today. Tonight, and I hung out and saw Tanya for a little bit. And she's kind of putting together like a dinner for my birthday next Tuesday. And she was asking me who I wanted to come. And so I was like, I'd like to just kind of keep it small and like be like you and me and our sponsor. And then if Alex wants to come, and if Eric, her husband, wants to come. If not, then it just be like the 3 of us for our sobriety birthday, or like some of our real close friends, sober people. That's cool too. And yeah, that was, we hung out and had a good, nice talk. And it was funny because, so where Tanya's kennel is, there's a lot of land around there, and I always spot coyotes out there. And so we were like, she had like the window open, and so her like, she has all these Christmas lights. You know those Christmas lights that like It's just like one of those things that like flashes up in the building and then it looks like, you know, red and green splatters or whatever. And so we were out the window, and Tanya and I were like, oh, like acting like we were coyotes. And this, like on the street, somebody was running, and they like stopped, like they heard us, and Tanya and I both like go behind the window. And so then of course I go, oh, again, and we look out there and they like turned around and ran the other way. I was like, they probably think it's a coyote. Now I feel bad, Tanya. She started laughing. But I have seen coyotes out there, and fox and deer and stuff. Oh man, I'm tired. I was thinking about my mom earlier tonight. Oh, I talked to Caroline today for a long time too. I was thinking about my mom earlier tonight because I got on Twitter earlier, you know, like I don't really know how to say this. I'm very careful with social media anymore. And what I mean by careful is that like I really kind of like check my mood before I get on it. Like if I'm just kind of in like a lot or whatever, you know, like I'll get on there. But if I like am in a place where like, I don't know, like I just have to check kind of like where I'm at to make sure I'm like in a good space, because it can get really negative, you know, on social media, and I think especially on like Twitter and Facebook. And I got on Twitter and I just saw a lot of stuff that was just really sad, you know, and just a lot of attacking I saw, and I just got off of it like immediately. I tweeted something out about going on a double date. I made like a funny little tweet. But anyway, or at least what I thought was funny. I'm sure to some people it wasn't. But you know, I was thinking about how much we like value in our life as far as like social media and just all of that goes along with it, you know, like likes and views and subscribers and followers and what people think about us and social media. And you know, I know that has been something I have played into, and obviously, you know, having YouTube channels, I do care about that stuff. I do look at that stuff, you know. But at the same time, like, I don't want there to be an overimportance in my life about that. I've worked really hard in the last year to prioritize the things that are the most important, being like, you know, my husband first and my marriage, well, my sobriety first always, you know, and then my friendships, my family, you know, my dogs and all that kind of stuff. And like those being, you know, my priorities in my life. And I don't want to misalign what's important to me. And I kind of went back for some reason. I don't know what, like where I went from like here to here to here, but I was like thinking about my mom and when my mom passed away, you know, and like going through that and going through like my aunt's passing and friends of mine that have passed, you know, it's like in that moment or in that time, it's like the stuff that really, really matters is just like I know in that moment what is really important. You know what I mean? I knew in that moment what was really important. Here we are at the second McDonald's, and it looks like it's closed too. But there's two people in front of me. But in that moment, you know, like as I was thinking about standing in the hospital room, you know, with my mom when she passed away, and you know, and any social media argument, any argument that I've had really like with some of, you know, my just friends in life and things like that, and everything would pale in comparison to the real importance of life. And I think also would make me, like in that moment, if I could live in that moment always of how I felt, would make me realize, because it did at that time, that some arguments that I had, and I'm not saying that I just, it's just to go in blindly and forgive people or let things go that have happened or hurtful things that have happened in the past, but, sometimes I think that I have a feeling they're not open. This car's gonna go in the other lane, watch. But I think sometimes, there's no way that they are open. Are they closed? Are they closed? Are they closed? What? Okay. They must be closed then. Good luck. Oh my God, do you know what they have there? They have the cinnamon, they have the cookie coffee and the chocolate dipping sticks. I can do that review tomorrow, which I'm so excited about because I bought a $40 McDonald's gift card and I didn't know where I was gonna find that. And so now I at least know. So see, that was worth it. But I think we let go of people that are important to us over trivial things sometimes, and we allow things that people say on Facebook or Twitter or wherever, to really have more importance than maybe it does. And I think, like, if there can be something that can be learned from those moments where like really put my life, like, this is your life, like this is your life, like, I think about the fact that, like, for 35 years my mom was there and then she wasn't, and everything else kind of pales in comparison to how serious that was, and it's like, I don't want to ever be blindsided by the fact that that stuff just is not, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't. And I think there was a time, this light just like changed and then went back the other way. I think there was a time when I really did think it mattered. And I put a lot of value and a lot of importance into it. And now I have to go the other way to get I would just go through White Castles, but I'm like, I don't like their soda. So I'm gonna drive all the way down here to the other McDonald's. But there was a time that I put a lot of importance in that, and a lot of value in, and it just doesn't matter, it just doesn't matter. And I don't know, like, I have so many people in my life that really, like, they don't even understand that kind of critical world of social media, where people are critical of each other, but only on social media. Does that make sense? Like Tanya, or like, Tanya gets it, because, she follows all of, like, the drama and all that kind of stuff. But, like, Tanya doesn't, like, her Facebook isn't about all that. Her Facebook is, like, pictures of her son and travel and retweeting funny memes and things about dogs. And, Caroline isn't like that. Melissa's not like that. Melissa's all about dog rescues and, on her Facebook. They just don't, like, they don't really engage in all of that. And it's like, I think there's a simplicity that comes along with that we choose to engage in or choose not to, And I think there's almost kind of a delight that we take in seeing this kind of messiness on social media. And as boring as it may sound, like, I just don't want to be part of that anymore. I just don't, And, it was like, I tweeted this thing out tonight because I truly feel this way, and it was just like a simple tweet, and a couple people in there were like, oh, this isn't a very nice tweet, and I was like, oh my God, people literally tweet out some really, really cruel stuff, and I just have an opinion. Okay, so the Streamies, the YouTube awards were tonight. Well, Tana Mojo won Creator of the Year, okay? And so I tweeted out, I never tweet anything like this anymore. I always just retweet people saying, oh, I love your videos or whatever. I just try to keep it so nice on Twitter and stuff, because it's just not worth it to me to engage in all of that negativity. I don't care. So it's not worth it to me, right? But I saw that Tana Mojo, and I have no issues with Tana Mojo. I have no stake in their game. You know, I think I'm sure she could care less what me or 1,000 other people have to say, because she's very successful in doing whatever, right? But, you know, Mr. Beast, who, you know, did this project to plant 20 million trees by 2020 to help save the environment. He was on and his videos to me are pretty like fun and, you know, nice. He was up for Creator of the Year, but Tana Mojo, who had, and I said, a failed MTV series, because to me, her 15-minute spots on YouTube wasn't an MTV series, no offense, but that's my opinion. And she had a fake marriage, wins Creator of the Year, but Mr. Beast, who helped plant, I think he's up to 18 million trees at this point. Like, where are we staking our values and what is important, you know? Like, what message are we sending out to the world? And then all these people were like, well, it was the audience that voted, and I had forgotten that, so. But, you know, it's like, even just that was about as controversial as I get these days on Twitter. I think people don't really follow my Twitter as much anymore as they used to, because they know, like, it's just, I don't get real, like, cutthroat over there. I don't care. I just, you know, I've tried to be careful in, you know, the social media world, and I realized that, I don't know. I remember when Alex and I, my nose is driving me crazy right now. I feel like there's like one hair that's like tickling my nose. When Alex and I started dating, you know, I wasn't a huge texter. And so like, I would, like at the time that we started dating, we only had like one car. So like I would drop him off because he had gotten in a car accident like 6 months before. And so he hadn't gotten a new car yet. And so I would like, you know, I would text him like a half an hour after I left, you know, dropped him off for work or whatever. And I would say like, hope you have a great day, miss you, love you. And he would say K. Like just the letter K, you know? And I would be like, oh, like he doesn't care, you know? Like we had conversations about this back in the day. And I just didn't speak that kind of language. You know, he's 12 years younger than me. Like, you know, I use periods in my text. When I text people, they're grammatically correct and things like that. You know, I now, you know, do the IDKs and all that kind of stuff. But back then, I just really didn't, you know? And, I mean, my text messages would be, you know, like, do you want to go to dinner tonight? Question mark. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, all like, you know, whatever. And there was a lot that was lost in translation. And Alex and I would talk about it, and he'd be like, you know, hey, I appreciate the fact that you missed me. I just saw you 5 minutes ago, you know, but I don't really know what to say when you text me that, like, so that your feelings don't get hurt. I'm like, well, my feelings aren't necessarily hurt, but I'm just like, you just text back K, like, whatever, you know, you can say like, oh, you know, and so a lot was lost in translation, you know. Well, equally, I think a lot is lost in translation on social media. I think, you know, we say things in ways that potentially can really damage somebody or hurt somebody. And I don't think we even think about it, you know? And I myself, I know I am to blame in the past. And so I really tried to think about the way that I like say things or talk about things, you know, and the language that I use and all of that, because I really realized today that that does have an effect. But when you're pointedly at somebody that maybe isn't a social media figure or isn't a public figure or whatever, you know, just sort of, I didn't even realize I was at the end, forever in the search of this Dr. Pepper. But you know, when you're somebody that's like not a public figure and you're like going back and forth with somebody, like I think a lot of people get hurt by things that are said, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know. I have tough skin, but I don't have that tough of skin. And, you know, there are these like keyboard warriors, so to speak, that just say stuff that's just like really like hardcore. And I don't, there's been things that have been said in the past that have really hurt, you know? And so I try not to engage in that today. But when I see it with other people, I'm not just kind of like, whatever. It makes me sad. It makes me really sad because I think for a lot of us, social media, which YouTube is part of that as well, you know, is a distraction from our daily issues, and so we engage in all of that. But like, is it keeping us spun up? Like when we're engaging all of that in those conversations, like, is it spinning us up? Is it getting us more enraged and more like incensed than we normally would be? Or is it calming to us? Is it serene? Because, you know, as I've really worked on the last year on peace and serenity, I have to create my own peace and serenity. And as I go into the year 2020, I really want to cultivate a world around me of peace and serenity. So that means that that has to be, you know, what that's going to be about. And in all honesty, like, I've really thought about, Peter, how do you have a drama channel and, you know, you stay true to yourself in the drama channel, but you cultivate a community of peace and serenity? Like, how do you do both, right? And like, that's one of the questions I've been asking myself lately. You know, can you report, much like a low rent, so to speak, you know, ETV, on what is going on, and yet keep it middle of the road while you still have your opinion, not being cutthroat, but coming from a place of peace and serenity? Yeah, I think I can, you know, and I can also, like, keep my world, you know, of peace and serenity and calmness too. I just want to say, I used those sheets tonight. Are they over here? Oh no, I threw them all away. To clean my windshield, the back and the front, and you can't see it right now because it's rain, like all the rain spit up on my windshield in the back. But my front and my back were like spotless earlier. My front is like so clear right now. It looks like there's no glass there. I went in with a wet cloth, and then I did it twice. Did I do it twice? Yeah, I did it twice. And then I went in with a dry cloth and I dried it off, and it is like perfection. But you know, like, I was looking at somebody's Instagram the other day. I can't remember who it was, but it was like a motivational speaker, and like all of their pictures are like very zen and, you know, just like calm, and, you know, they're like on a beach somewhere, and then they're like sitting there and they're like eating like a bowl of granola. Those bowls of granola always get me, you know? And it's just kind of like, they're just all of, and then they always have like these kind of inspirational quotes underneath it and whatever. And I thought, when I was looking at it, I was like, you're gonna have to surround yourself with peace and serenity to have peace and serenity. Like, to continue to have that, almost kind of like a warrior. You know, like, you're gonna have to have that around you, primarily as your main focal point. That doesn't mean that you can't have fun and you can't poke fun and all that kind of stuff, but like, primarily as your point of view, like, that's gonna be this car next to me. Like, he like literally gunned it and hadn't even turned green yet. But you know, you're gonna really have to cultivate that world where everything is about that. And I feel like I've gotten like maybe halfway there, you know, and I have I've set a strong foundation for what that looks like, you know, in doing my daily meditations and doing my, you know, my work in the evening before I go to bed, and I'm going to start the gratitude list up again and things like that. But then there are so many other things that I want to do that are part of that, you know, like, and I just am really right now thinking a lot about what I want that to look like. And while, because of YouTube, it's, you know, I'm gonna have a social media presence, and I enjoy social media. I'm not gonna sit and act like I don't. Like, I enjoy Twitter, you know, and I enjoy Instagram, and I don't really love Facebook. I don't know what it is. I kind of go through phases where I read people's stuff and then I just get bored of it. I'm just like, I don't really care, in all honesty. Tanya loves Facebook. She's on it all. Like, and Alex loves Facebook, and all of my friends love Facebook, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe it's, I think like Instagram's my favorite, and Goodreads. Goodreads and Instagram are my favorites. It's funny because so, you know, there are so many of you that watch my videos, or if you comment on my Instagram or whatever, like, I have gone in and looked at so many people that, like, I'll just go in and, like, randomly, like, somebody will, like, leave a comment on my, like, picture, and I'll go in and I'll, like, look at their entire Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this is somebody that follows me, you know, or, like, watches my videos or whatever, you know, like, they'll say, oh, I love all your videos, we watch them every night and whatever, and I'll go in and I'll just, like, look at all their pictures, like, they have no idea that I've, like, gone in there and looked at all their pictures, which I think is kind of funny, you know, and, but I like Instagram. I feel like it's, you know, it doesn't have to get really nasty and stuff like that, but I just feel like Twitter sometimes is just a lot. It just is really, really, it just is a lot, you know, and, I don't know. I think all of us, myself included, could work a little bit harder on being nicer on a daily basis, you know, and being, I don't know, just a little bit more compassionate to people out there. Not everything needs to be said. I have not used this lip gloss in a long time, so I'm going to use it tonight. But I don't think that everything needs to be said. I think we live in a society where just because we have a voice means we feel like we have to use it. And I think, and obviously I have 5 channels, so I totally relate to that. But, when it comes to opinions, I think, on world things that are going on, I'm not talking about, like, whenever I say that, then people are like, oh, well, you have a drama channel, so you do the same thing. Well, that to some degree is kind of like, I mean, it's kind of my job. It's kind of what I do over there, right? So, yeah, of course, if you come over there, that's what you're going to find, because that's what I do over there. But I think that outside of that, I try to kind of just, like, stay in my lane and do my own thing. You know, like, I don't typically, like, post a video and then go and defend it. Well, I never do this. Post a video. I mean, maybe I have back in the day, but I haven't done this in over a year. You know, post a video and then defend the hell out of it on Twitter. I don't do that. And I'm not coming for anybody when I say that. I can't think of any one person that does do that, but I don't do that. I just let my videos stand, you know, and people are allowed to have their opinions about it. I've put it out there in the world. But I think the thing is that, you know, we live in a generation, or we live in a society that I think that because you have a right to your opinion, that means you should have an opinion. And that means you should voice, because you have a voice, means you should voice your opinion. Not always. And in fact, God, my nose, it's driving me crazy. In fact, I sometimes listen to people more that reserve their opinions sometimes. Does that make sense? Like, they don't always have an opinion about everything, but when they do, like, I really listen. I mean, I'm not talking about, like, beauty drama. I'm talking about, like, you know, other things. I, like, really listen to what they have to say, because I respect their opinion, because they're not somebody that's always putting their 2 cents in. Because when they have an opinion, like, they really share it. Like, it really means something to them to share it, you know? So, I don't know. I was just thinking about, this is totally off the subject, but I'm going to switch the subject for a second, because I think I beat a dead horse with that. I think we could be nicer to each other, all of us, myself included, you know? And I think it's a lot about asking ourselves on a daily basis, what could I do to be maybe a better version of myself? Like, I ask myself that every single day. Like, what do I need to do today? You know, and I catch myself. But I was thinking about, for some reason, I looked over there. It's a private school, but I thought it was this place called Beef and Boards, which Beef and Boards is this, like, dinner theater that does, like, has, like, a buffet and stuff, and they're doing, like, they're doing the Christmas story, and Sarah asked if we wanted to go, and I was like, oh, I think that would be so much fun, and she was like, yeah, well, I think the tickets are sold out or whatever, but I was thinking next weekend it would be really fun if we did Christmas stuff all weekend long, so I really, really want to do Christmas stuff Christmas is almost over, and we haven't really done a whole lot of stuff, so I was thinking maybe we could do that next weekend, just go see some kind of play or something, get dressed up. That might be kind of fun, don't you think? So I'm gonna look and see if there are tickets available. To something. And then there's the art museum has this place called Newfields, which is all of these like beautiful Christmas trees lit up. And I want to go there and I want to see that. We had talked about maybe doing that on Sunday, but I don't know what time it's open till. And then, how do I get into this McDonald's here? And then if I go through here and they're closed too, I'm gonna be so mad. Because I really want something to drink, even though it's 5:25 now. Oh no, they're open because there's 15,000 cars. Well, 3, I exaggerated. There's 3 cars drive through. But there's a couple other places I'd like to go and see the Christmas lights. But the thing is that you have to pay to, to go through. I mean, that's not it. What was I gonna say? Oh, they're usually, I don't care about the paying part of it. I mean, it is what it is. You have to pay for everything these days, right? Nothing's for free. But they're only open till like 9 o'clock, which is kind of early for us. Oh my God, this one has the chocolatey dips and festive sticks too. I know to come here too. There's 2 places to come. And the cinnamon cookie latte.
Thanks, Madame Pepper.
Yeah, can I get a large Dr. Pepper, please?
Dr. Pepper, anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
All right, 109. What's the first one?
I like really need to trim my beard. Did she say first window or second window? I swear she said first window. Thank you. Yeah. How are you?
Good.
Oh, my battery's gonna die. Well, oh, please tell me I brought my other battery. Oh no. I didn't bring my other battery? I would have sworn I brought it. You guys, I don't have my other battery. Oh my God, I thought I brought it. Well, I'm gonna have to end this vlog, you guys. I don't even know how long it's been flashing. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having, where is it? I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun. Do something that will mean, I don't know when this is gonna fly. I have no idea when it started flashing, so I don't know when it's gonna shut off. But do something that means something to you, and when you look back on, you'll be proud of doing. And if nobody else told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you do your positive affirmations and you say, I love you, you are valuable, you are important, you matter. Today is going to be a great day. And, most important, did I say most importantly before? Most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you. And you just do little random acts of kindness throughout the day. And I cannot believe that it's at the end, but it is what it is, you guys. I'm really sorry. This is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. I'm just gonna keep on talking until it ends. Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3. I did it the other day and somebody was laughing that it just kind of ended, but I cannot believe this. I swear I brought my other battery. I wonder if it's in the pocket of my coat. Hold on. Oh, thank you so much. I wonder if it's in the pocket of my coat. I even looked in the battery charger when I left and it's not there. What if I lost my other battery? Oh, here it is. Oh my God, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I have my other battery. Hold on a second. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Some of you were like, we got tricked. Seriously tricked. Please hold and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm not gonna vlog for a whole lot longer anyway because, I mean, it's late, but I can't believe I found my battery. I was kind of more worried about the fact that I was like, have I lost it? Did it fall out of my pocket? I want to look up Beef and Boards really quick. Beef and Boards Dinner Theater. Beef and Boards auditions. I should audition, don't you think? Beef and Boards Dinner Theater. Okay. What's on stage? A Christmas Story. Oh, they have a Christmas Carol. More info. I would love to see a Christmas Carol. Review, seats in the aisle, Broadway World. Tickets of limited seats, good availability, open availability. Please add only one performance date per order. It's tomorrow the 14th of December. There are all kinds of seats still available. Sold out. Oh, all next weekend is all sold out. Friday. We could have gone this weekend. It's not sold out. Next Saturday. Oh my God, it is totally sold out. Who wants to go see it the 28th? Not me. Okay, let's see A Christmas Carol. Steel Magnolias, I would love to go see that. Christmas Carol. God, they're sold out too. Next Friday, limited seats. Let's see what the seats are. Please select your own seats. It says limited seats. I think there's a lot of seats. How do you pick your seats? I don't understand this. One, two, three. How do you... I really just kind of wanted to see how much these tickets were. Add to order. Okay, IRT. I'm gonna see if the Christmas Carol is playing there. Indianapolis Repertory Theater. That's where we used to go to see A Christmas Carol when I was a little kid. Christmas Carol. By now. Holiday hoopla. Celebrate Indiana's favorite tradition. No, we don't want to do all that. Carol cast. Come on, how do I buy seat? Right, buy now. Okay, let's see what the tickets are like for this. I would love to go see this, but I bet my husband has no desire. Oh my God, they have seats on Christmas Eve. Hold on a second. What is next Sunday? Sunday is the 22nd. 22nd, 6 p.m. Buy seats. Purchase best available seating. I wonder, how do we know where our seats are? Premium, standard, value, premium accessible, standard accessible, valuable accessible. What does sweet seats mean? standing room. What does that mean? Well, when I was a little kid, my mom and I and her friend and her friend's daughters, we would always go see A Christmas Carol every year. And it snows on stage at the end. I love it so much. And we would go do that every year. Yeah, and it was really fun. And I just love the story of A Christmas Carol. I think it's such a beautiful story. And every year I watch all the movies. The Jim Carrey one is, now that Pixar is actually my favorite. I don't know why, but I love it. And so we go every year, or we would go every year. And I always wanted to be in the play when I was a little kid. So I was in children's theater. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on here before. But I was in children's theater when I was a kid, and so I always wanted to audition for A Christmas Carol. But those were kind of like very serious actors in Indianapolis, and my dream was to play Tiny Tim in A Christmas Carol. That didn't happen. Anyway. Oh well, what dreams may come. Did you guys ever see that movie with Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come? Where he dies and goes to heaven. That's such a good movie. I would like to do the Newfields thing. I'd like to do the racetrack, because you can go there and see the lights. I'd like to go through Conner Prairie. I need to find out what the times and the dates are for that kind of stuff. And if I did one of those, I would be really happy. If I got to go see a play and all that kind of stuff, I would be really happy. So I'll ask Alex tomorrow, and maybe he can ask Sarah. Sarah's always wanting to go to all the Christmas stuff, so maybe he can ask her tomorrow, see if she wants to go see A Christmas Carol. She'll probably say no, because she wanted to go to A Christmas Story, which is like funny, ha-ha. But maybe he can ask her, see if she wants to go to A Christmas Carol. And then we can go eat downtown somewhere next Sunday. That would be real fun, and that would be on the 22nd, so that would be real Christmassy. Or if she doesn't want to go, maybe he and I can just go. Or she could bring somebody. May all your cranberries be Sprite. I feel like Christmas has come really fast this year, but like, I've listened to so much Christmas music. Last night, as I was going to bed, I was watching, it came upon a Midnight Clear. The whole movie is on YouTube, which is with Mickey Rooney, and I love the movie. And I started, I watched a little bit of Smoky Mountain Christmas the other night. I watched a lot of my favorite Christmas movies. I've been listening to Christmas books. Like, I feel like I've done a lot for Christmas this year, so I don't feel like I don't necessarily feel like, oh, I didn't do anything for Christmas. You know, like, sometimes I kind of feel let down. Like, oh, I wish I had done more and whatever. I don't really feel that way this year. I feel like I've done like a lot of Christmas stuff this year, so I'm happy about it. I've got most of my Christmas shopping done. I want to get Alex something, even though he doesn't want me to, because, you know, I just booked the trip and stuff, but I'm still going to get him something. I just don't know what I'm going to get him. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to get him. I was gonna maybe get him a bottle of cologne, but like, we have so much cologne right now, and he just bought 3 new bottles. And then I was thinking about getting him like a nice, like, he wants a, well, I had said I thought he would look really nice in like a pea coat, like a camel pea coat, you know? And now he's kind of wanting one, and I think he would look good in it anyway. He could wear it, you know, casual to go out with, like, he wears like those Timberland construction boots, or, you know, he could wear it to work if he had to, or if he wanted to. But I'm having a hard time finding like a nice one that has like the buttons on it and stuff. I don't want to pay $400 for like a Brooks Brothers, or, you know, like a Burberry one's like, you know, $1,500 or something. Like, I'm not doing that. But then I went and I looked in Express. Well, we looked at Express when we were in Edinburgh, and they were nice, but they just had like plastic buttons on them, and I wanted to get them a nicer one than that. I like the ones that have like the wooden buttons, you know what I'm talking about? But I don't really know where to go to get one. I might go to Macy's. Macy's might have them there. Because I want him to have one that he can use, you know, over the years. And then I was gonna get him a Burberry scarf, but I'm not gonna do that because it's just, he doesn't. I just booked this trip, so that's our Christmas present to each other, kind of. And so yeah. And then in January, when we get back from our trip, I am going to order, he told me the other night, he's like, you order whatever nightstands you want. He had like thrown me like 20 different ones he liked, and I liked almost all of the ones he showed me. So I was like, we kind of like this very like Americana look. I don't even know really how to explain it other than that. But kind of like colonial looking nightstands. And like on Wayfair, they're not super expensive. They're like 110 bucks. They're pretty good. And so I'm getting the nightstands when I get back. And then I have lamps in my garage that my aunt, they're like that blue and white china. They're so pretty. And I'm gonna get new, I wanna use those. I haven't talked to him about it yet. But I wanna like use those and get new lampshades. But if not, then we can maybe get some modern, lamps or something. I'll talk to him about it and see what he wants to do. Just kind of want to make it uniform. I do want to, though, the other thing I want to buy, because by then, the trip purchasing will be over. The next trip that we'll be having to, I just booked our trip to Dallas. I don't know if I said that on here, but I booked our trip to Dallas a couple days ago. And then by then, the trip stuff will be over, so then I can focus money on trying to like redo the house and get stuff for the house. I will say this, after we just washed the comforter for the first time that I bought, that Michael Kors comforter, okay, that is such misery to wash. It took like 3 or 4 times drying it full time, like full cycle of like 120, an hour and 23 minutes. So like, I don't want to go through that again. So I want to get another comforter, because we like for 2 nights we used just like our old like comforters we have sitting around the house. So I would like to buy another like bedding set that we can like, that can be interchangeable, so that we can like, you know, because I really like them. We love the Michael Kors. I don't think it's Michael Kors. It might be Marc Jacobs. I don't know who it is. But whoever that set is that I got, I don't even remember. But anyway, I love it. And I love the pillow shams that came with it and stuff like that. And the color is beautiful. But I would like to get another set as well, so that like when we're washing that comforter, we have like a nice comforter in our bed. Because it is so nice to just have that huge comforter, and I like have been making the bed almost every single day, you know, like, and just like throwing it over there, and it just looks nice, you know, for us when we come home. And so it's been nice to have all that. And I want to get some stuff to organize the bathroom a little bit, but we don't really need to do that. We just need to get the bathroom done is what we need to do. That's gonna be, well, number 1 is getting the flooring redone. Then number 2 is getting the house painted. The inside, we don't, since it's a condo, the condo association pays for everything on the outside that they do at the condo. And then 3 is redoing the kitchen and the bathrooms, and that's gonna be a major rehaul. And then 4, our dream would be to have the basement redone, and a bathroom put down in the basement, so that we could have that be like a great room / second bedroom, that if we had somebody come and stay, they could stay down in the basement. Because it's just not real like I mean, well, obviously the basement isn't finished, number one, so we would have to hire a contractor to put up drywall and stuff like that, which would really not be that hard. And my cousin looked at it and she was like, yeah, that would be pretty simple to have somebody come in here and do all that and finish this off, and they could put a bathroom in there for you. But that's a major, like, construction deal. Like, we don't have the money for that right now. But over the next 3 years, I would like to focus on, like, one major thing. So I don't know, maybe in 2020, we focus on getting the flooring and the painting done, and maybe we start working on, like, the kitchen. We don't really want to change a whole lot. We just want to have the counters done, and maybe the cabinets stained a different color, and then we would like to have, what do you call it, new hardware put on the cabinets. Well, the hardware is not that expensive. So we could probably get that done in 2020. So, and then 2021, I want everything done on this house by the time I'm 50. That's my goal. I want everything. I want the condo to look exactly like we want it by the time I'm 50. So I got 3 years, like 2.5 years. And did you just see that? Somebody just, like, he just went behind my car on a skateboard. I was like, I saw him, and then all of a sudden I was like, what is going on? And he was on a skateboard at 5:46 in the morning. But then, whatever that is stinks. Is it like, it's like a gas trunk. It's like, it smells like gasoline or like oil in here. And then the bathroom, the downstairs bathroom isn't gonna take a whole lot. We need it painted, and then we want the mirror that's in there taken down, and we have a mirror, we already have the mirror that we want to put up in there because we bought it a long time ago. And yeah, and then it's in the garage right now, wrapped up. And then we've had that mirror for like 10 years. I honestly don't remember how we got that mirror now. But anyway, we have the mirror. It might have been my mom's from the old house. But anyway, we have this mirror that's in the garage that we wanted to put up there somewhere forever, and it's wrapped in the garage. And so that's where we're gonna put it in the bathroom, like a powder room, because that's what the bathroom is. It's a little powder room. We're gonna keep the sink, we're gonna keep all of that because it's marble in the bathroom. And then we're gonna paint, we're gonna stain the cabinetry and have new hardware put on there. But that's a new toilet in there, so that we got done a couple years ago. All we needed is to do paint it and whatever and all that. And we wanna have like some kind of like hanging, like light thing put in there. But other than that, like that bathroom will be done. So that won't take us anything to do. And then the bathroom upstairs is gonna be a major rehaul. And I don't even know, like when we get a quote on that, it's gonna be, oh my God. But those are kind of the things that we want to get done, and then the condo is exactly how we want it to be. And then when we go and we get a place in Florida, I'm not getting a place that needs a bunch of work done on it. I'm getting a place that is like you walk into it and it's, I mean, we can't afford a brand new place probably, but I want to go in a place that, like, you know, like the kitchen's been remodeled, the bathrooms have been remodeled. I don't want to have to worry about all that kind of stuff. I want it to be, you know, pretty new. If I tomorrow had just $100,000 accessible, if somebody just gifted me $100,000, I literally would have the dogs put at the kennel for like a month or 3 weeks. I would hire a contractor to come in. I would move into a hotel, and I would just have a contractor come in and rehaul the whole condo in a month and have it be exactly how we wanted it to be. And that would just be what we did. And I just would be like, here, just come in, do the bathrooms, do the kitchen, do the flooring, paint it, do everything that we want done with it. And then we're gonna move back in when it's done. That's what I would do. And also buy new furniture. But I do think we're gonna get rid of a lot of the furniture. I was kind of sitting there the other day and I was looking around at it, and I was like, I've kind of held on to a lot of the stuff that we got rid of a lot of my mom's furniture, but some of the things like this buffet table and the secretary desk that I have and stuff, like I've really held on to because it has so much meaning to me. But I was like sitting there and I was looking at it and I was like, why does this stuff mean so much to me? Like, why am I holding on to it, you know? And like the secretary desk, I think we could put upstairs in the bedroom. I think it could go in a corner and we could like put our jewelry and stuff in it. And then I think that area, we could move the table back over where it was, because Alex wants to put the TV and stuff in front of the fireplace. And if we did that, then I could make that corner, like get a desk from IKEA and have an actual like office. Like then I would love that. And it would, it would make it a little less like nice looking in there when we have people come over. But right now, and we need to get some new furniture. I need a new chair where I film. That chair needs to go. And the couch, the leather couch that we have is great. It's fine. But we just want to get some, other stuff. We have like a leather recliner, and we never have used it. Like it sits over, I don't know if you can even see it in my vlogs and stuff, but it sits over by the dining room table where I work, and like we've literally never used that chair. Like never used it. I think maybe I've sat in that chair and read one time, but it's in such an inconvenient place. It's like, we don't even use it. And I probably honestly would use it if there was a place for us to put it, but we don't have a place for us to put it. If the basement was cleaned out, I could put it in the basement, and then we could go, have that, if we had that redone down there, and have a place, to like read and things like that, then it would be, redone, and it would be nice, and I could go down there and read at night while Alex was asleep, or watch TV, and then I wouldn't have to like, drive around and listen to audiobooks, which is another reason to get the basement done. So there's a lot of things I want to get done in the next year, and I've said it 5,000 times on here, and I have never followed through, so it's my own doing. Anyway, I'm at 22 minutes on this, and this was 22 minutes longer than I thought I would be, because I thought I was done. So now I am going to end it, and I'm going to finish this by saying everything that I said earlier. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans, but like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something that you'll be proud of when you look back on it. Make the most of your Saturday, December, 14th? Oh yeah, because today was Friday the 13th. It's so weird, didn't even feel like it, did it? And, nothing spooky happened, and I kind of forgot it was Friday the 13th. And, if nobody has told you this today, I love you. And, make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day, and you do your positive affirmations, and you say, you're valuable, you're important, you matter, you are worthy. And today is going to be an awesome day. Today is going to be an amazing day. I need to, somebody said they were mad I didn't name this little fluff of hair over here. Well, the first time I named it Charlene, I think, so this won't be Darlene. Darlene and Charlene. Anyway, and most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you. Just, pay it forward. Let's do one random act of kindness today, each of us. It just is really simple to do that. I love these blue trees over here every time I pass them. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Love ya!